Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. We're going to talk to Broomsy here at the dungeon of some description here. This is the Great Goobal Library. We're going to go in here for the main scenario quest, find some forbidden knowledge. It's going to be a whole thing. You stand before the Great Goobal Library, one of Headland's foremost repositories of knowledge. Alas, it has fallen into disuse since the Exodus some summer since. In all those years, its halls have welcomed not the coming of a single soul, its floors felt not the loving brush of a broom. Mine apologies, sir. Pray, pay no mind to the dreams of a humble broom. You are doubtless eager to venture within and retrieve my lady's tome. I shall unlock the door at once. When you have what you seek, pray return to the cave and report to my lady. The Great Goobal Library, now accessible. Duty Finder and Duty Support. Here we go. Entrance. Duty. 7 point. Great Goobal Library, level 59. Okay. Well, there you go. This level 59 quest. Where are we at the other class here? Black Mage is at not quite 59. So we need to go, like, do a dungeon or something to get to 59 to be able to continue using that. Because it's probably going to get Bard to 60 here. Dungeon experience and all that. Let's do something else. That'll be fine. We are us, Perogo, Afano, and Ishola. Yep, that's us. The broom was just having us come over here. Average level 120. We can look at the actual just duty here in the duty selection options. There's more information on it. Great library. Built by the learned men and women of Sharlayan, the Great Goobal Library is the grandest repository of knowledge in all of Eorthia. Lining its towering shelves are tomes beyond count, gathered from the farthest reaches of the realm. Like the city staff, however, the library was abandoned by its caretakers when they fled to their motherland in the face of Garlean invasion. And now 15 years since the doors were sealed, you'll be the first soul to set foot within its halls. Your destination is the forbidden section deep within the library, where lies your objective, the fruits of Matoya's research on the etheric converger. First souls in here, they say. And yet I'm sure we will be coming to conflict. What kind of things are going to be in here? Let's find out. Comments. Okay. A little light party. It's a party over here. There's a lot of books. Can confirm. The Great Goobal Library in Dravania. Got some bugs. Alright. Let's see. Duty commenced. Yeah. Well, that was nice. Bonus of completion. Nora. Okay. Should be only getting experience for like the bosses. See how this works here. Oh. Pray lead the way with pleasure. Okay. So who is the quote-unquote tank here? Does it matter? I was gonna go for it. Why not? Okay. What a fancy bridge! Or ramp. Which it also is. Okay. 3 enemies here. We can make use of some of the more AoE attacks. This is really an AoE version of this. Full damage to the first enemy, 50% less to all of our remaining enemies. That's something. AoE really only thrives 3+ enemies though. That's alright. And that's why it's very nice for the tanks to go and grab the entire dungeon worth of enemies, because then your AoEs actually accomplish something. It's definitely a process. Climate wall that's coming up here. Oh, we got sentient toads. Alright. Why not? We're fighting the books. You know about that. We at least try to be a little bit paying attention here. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there's not enough enemies left. We could, in theory, try to get a whole bunch of the damage over time that's going on all the enemies. Here's a book on Garlean Hierarchy, Volume 1. The rise of the Garlean Empire in the year 1522 of the 6th Astral Era led to significant changes in the structure of Garlean society. It is most evident in the adoption of titles which serve to indicate an individual's place within the social hierarchy. The following information was compiled with the aid of informants within the Empire and has yet to be verified. Royals, Zos, the Emperor, ye members of the royal family in line of succession, were members of the royal family with no claim to the throne. Military, we got Van, Lectus, Toll, Tribunus, Levactus, Sans, Tribunus, Onxclavis of Perfectionis, Sextorium, Rem Primus Milius, or Pius Prioro, Q Primor Ordinus Centurion, Pure Octo, Tessarians, Urticurian, Ken Diplerius, or Legionaris. Specialists, we got Nan, Chief Engineer, Mal, Primus Medicus, or Senior Magitek Technician, Lux, Chief Medicus, or Magitek Technician, Cur, Senior Medicus, or Senior Technician, Gen Medicus, or Technician. That sure is a lot of titles. My goodness. The only book we wanted to read out of all the books around here. That's alright. Sentient Inkhorn too here. That's something. Right to death. Got charges. Just charges. I'm gonna glance to see if any interesting tomes. They have to be abandoned. They really did just abandon everything out here, didn't they? My goodness. Quickly now. Oh. That's a big guy.
Away with you.
Eh, too many. Oh, it's volume 2 of the Garlean Hierarchy. Public officials. The dictator or principus, senatus, head, consul, praetor, tribunus, Pose is or Casador Ghost Sensor Fey Unknown Ear Unknown Dust Lictor. Hierarchy extends to general populace as well, though it is far less complex. Majority of citizens bear the vast title. No smaller group, and there's a small group which appears to be comprised of respected artisans who have adopted the Sen title. The An title is bestowed upon the peoples of annexed territories and indicates that they lack even the most basic rights afforded to citizens. However, many Garleans view this as an opportunity rather than a condemnation, as citizenship may be granted to those who have demonstrated exceptional skills, as well as those who have contributed 20 or more years of military service. Running! Demon Tome. That looks like something. What are you gonna do about that? Sure to be inside the arena here. Chilling. Like he's in the arena. There's a line of concerning darkness. Still in the line of concerning darkness. That's alright. Let's get some damage over times going. Why not?
Release.
Liquefied. Not ideal. Bit of a knockback kind of thing. It's closing the book. We're on the wrong side of that. Ow. Shortcut. Okay. Try that again, shall we? Got different kinds of things on the floor. Always mix this stuff up. Anyways. Damage. Avoid the darkness. Avoid the darkness again. A little bit of a knockback there, but closer to it. We're running past the book. They're on this side. I have to wait a little bit about that. Floor darkness. Side darkness. Place on. Yeah. Floor darkness. Side floor darkness. Okay, thing. That going. Glowing. We're sliding around. My goodness. Yep, we're on this side now. Sure. Darkness. Side darkness. Yeah. He's going. Knockback kind of thing. This is winter.
I shall make it quick.
Icy floor. Hey. Want some treasure? Take some treasure. Yes, we weren't crushed. An inhaling hole? Ribbit? Treasure. Some boots we can't use. And a ring with mind and piety and stuff. Not currently what we need, but there you go. We carry on. Spend. Interesting. Like that. Fighting. How much experience do we get? 63,000? That's alright for the first boss, I guess. There's gonna be more. Treasure! Do we need more treasure? Maybe. 2 pots of blood red dye. Okay. Could be interesting spots for getting other kinds of dyes and stuff. Here's a page. Page 64, specifically. Fascinating. Fight the whole book? Questionable. That was enough. Pseudo Sprite. Spine Duster. That's really not too much value in the stuff between the bosses. At least you get a tiny bit of money when in an actual fight. A little bit irrelevant here, though. Another book. And some manuals. Kinds of weird stuff in here. Yeah, that's something. That one. And this one. That opened that door. You guys are fighting stuff? Yeah, that's fine. So... We're spine dusters. Another book. Another wall. Huh. Page 64. I've read that one. I recommend it. So trees on the New World, I spy? Getting up on that ray is not ideal. Some stuff back here. A treasure. And other stuff. Treasure. Got some earrings. Strength, vitality, crit, determination. Oh. Essences and permutations. Chapter 1. The 6 Nidavites and Myriad Creation. The spark of lightning ignites when it strikes, and thus fire is born. The heat of fire renders to ash all that it touches, and thus earth is born. The sea of earth shuns sun and harbors cold, and thus ice is born. The armor of ice melts away, and thus water is born. Moistness of water mists and rises, and thus wind is born. The gusts and sighs of wind gather the clouds, and thus lightning is born. Chapter 2, the three conquests, boundless and unwavering. Earth grounds lightning, water erodes earth, lightning boils water. Chapter 3, the three submissions, timeless and unending. Fire extinguished by wind, ice melted by fire, wind is obstructed by ice. Okay. Statues. And a book in here too. Over the Horizon. Though there is some debate as to whether or not Merlib Lofisman and her League of Lost Bastions were the first Eurasians to discover the Western continent, there is no denying that their navigational charts were instrumental in establishing the major trade routes of today. Moreover, the accounts from their expedition are widely regarded as both informative and entertaining. Of particular note is their first encounter with the Mawulja, as well as other indigenous peoples and creatures, which seem curiously intent on their demise. These travel journals have since inspired a legion of explorers and treasure hunters to trace the League's journey. Yet in spite of their numbers, the existence of a Bleeding City of Gold remains unconfirmed. Alright. Enemies! Oh, surprise now. Coming over here to fight too. Oh, thoroughly unstacked. Unfortunate. Alright. 2 more bosses in here, essentially. By the looks of things. Natural history room. It's page 64. Everyone look out. Let's stand in a way we don't get hit by death beam constantly. It's targeting us. Well, we do what we can here, I guess. It's not too deadly, this death beam, so that's good. Yep, second boss. Biblos. It's from a book. You can see it came out of a book. This is Finn's section is just up ahead. Alright. Watch out for mechanics. Take him down. Damage over times. Argo. Tail smash everything. Okay. So if there's any arena stuff we need to worry about. And dark energies from the Forbidden Tome. Smaller books. This one. Yep. Unquenchable flames engulf the Forbidden Tome.
I have my pride.
Whatever you shall pay. Head down. Some clouds of something here. What else? Just kinda chilling. It's invulnerable. More page 64s. It's always page 64 with these guys. Things are happening. Who are you? Got some orb kind of things going on. Oil everywhere, dearly. Gale cut.
Away with you.
I think that charge thing there. It's fine. Mechanics. There's some of them. Seal is broken. Treasure. And 111,000 XP. What do we get? Emissary camp. Can't even use it. Okay. Oh, there's so many other jobs and such. Deeper into the forbidden section. Tome Shifter Imps. Some demons going on in the forbidden section. That checks out. Huh. Hasn't really been too much in the way of things to really worry about from the guys in between the bosses or anything. There's sometimes some mechanics, but nothing too incredible. Huh. School of Fantastics. Some big guys over there. It's 15. Eh. Ooh, look at that. More guys. Fun-Rika middle quests. Sure. Now that. Terror Eye. Something. Logos. Blocking us from getting through in this door. Another one. On the other side of the door. Shocking, I know. Calm. There, some of these, some of those. So we get a third blast off there before the time runs out. Looks like yes. Speed reader. Treasure in the distance. Another song.
Away with you.
There you go. A leather-bound diary and a treasure coffer. Philosopher's ring. Intelligence. Leather-bound diary. Beauty is ephemeral, but it needn't be. My lady, Eminine knows this well, of the creature that she is. Would that I could have the genuine article in my keeping, but alas, shall have to sell for a pale imitation. The vessel is not quite up to my usual standards, but beggars can't be choosers, as they say. I washed and anointed it, put instructions, then secured it to the bed with chains. Wouldn't want her to get ideas above her station, oh no. Gosh, just the thought of it is enough to get my blood pumping. I can hardly wait to welcome my beloved succubus into this world. I'm sure that went well. Goodness. Continuing. Deeper. Into the deeper. So I got something in books. You betcha. We're here towards this page. Yeah. Even more. At least it's some of these guys.
Away with you.
That's just back out. That's that one down. Stand a specific area might be able to get more AoE hits. Angle things correctly. That takes care of that. Oh, big door. Book guy. The ever-living bibliotaph. Offers treasure and books. Earrings. Diary. The tentacles, so many tentacles. The sound of it right on the bed. God's just listening to it is agony. I've made a terrible mistake. Yep. Yep. Alright. Final boss time. There he is. Let's see what kind of weird stuff this is gonna do. Up the road. Weird little library. Yeah. Get the temperature times going. Calm. What's he gonna do? Anything? Attack there. Orb. He's jumping into, or turn on all these spots. Activated the 6 circles. Activate the these again. Beautiful. Damage over times. Some new song. Casting. I'm not activating all of those for some reason.
I shall make it
This guy. Bibliomancers. Possibly from the ones that we didn't activate.
Yeah.
Or something. One down. Big attack. Yeah. Sure. Might as well use it at the last boss. Since it's here. everything. Seems decent. Keep attacking while moving. Might as well. Yeah. Level up. Boss down. Achievement. Treasure. Quest complete. Lots of stuff. Yeah. We did it. And 355,000 experience. My goodness. Almost 60. For first time completion. Oh. Yeah, that much of a chunk into level 60 here too, my goodness. 143,000 just doing it. Okay. We got an orchestration roll. Card. Ring of Dexterity. Treasure Coffer. A Battle Axe. And coat we can't use. Okay. Well, there we go. Anything new here? New ring. It is slightly better. 142. Beautiful. Excellent. The fifth one. Almost there.
So this is the tome. Excellent. Let us take it to Master Matoya at once.
Yep. And now we're back outside. Okay. Path of Knowing. Knowing that the bridge is out here. So we can't actually go that way. We'll be able to go that way very soon though. I think this should be give us the ability of flight here. That's pretty neat. Quickly now. Back into the cave. Just running past everything. That's fine. Smash, smash, smash. Right in here. take it you found the tome. Well, let's see it then. On etheric convergence. Research compiled by Matoya on a device known as an etheric converger. Aye, this is it, alright. I must say, the experience brought back memories. Just like the old days, still send people into the thick of danger as if it were nothing more than a mundane errand. We were able to accomplish our task, thanks to Pararoga. He is an eminently capable familiar, creation worthy of the great Master Matoya, and to simply witness him in action gave me a better understanding of arcane entities. Should the opportunity present itself, I should very much like to employ this knowledge for the betterment of mankind, create a new variety of carbuncle, perhaps? Don't get ahead of yourself, boy. Luswa's grandson or no, it will take another decade under me before you can call yourself a scholar, and deal more than that to make you a scholar worth a damn. As you may have gathered, Master Matoya is not easily impressed. Indeed. So, shall we examine the tome? There is the current experience Gil. Quest complete. Freebird, Juvenian Hinterlands. Attunement complete. Okay. So we'll be able to fly around. Go to the remaining areas we haven't been to here. Finish uncovering the map. Go turn in some stuff in Idleshine. See what we're going to need to do to actually make this ram. Could be complicated. Next time. Goodbye.